Hey guys, I'm at work right now, so excuse me. The phone rings. If I have to step away real quick, I apologize. I'm apologizing in advance, all right? I'm over here multitasking. But I want to talk about Jehovah's Witnesses, right? And why are they having kids? Why are Jehovah's Witnesses having kids when they know that there's a big possibility, right? There's a huge possibility that one day their kids might wake up from their religion and they may say, you know what, I don't want to be part of this anymore. And then what happens next? We know what happens next, right? We know that kid is going to be shunned. If that kid wakes up one day and say, especially if he's baptized, right? If that kid wakes up one day and say, you know what, I don't want to be part of this religion, their parents are going to say, hold on, you don't want to be part of this religion anymore? Then we're done with you. That parent is going to shun their kids over religion, right? So I say to myself, why are witnesses having kids when they know damn well that there's a chance that their kids could wake up and that they're going to end up shunning their kids one day? Don't have kids. If you're not going to love your child unconditionally, don't bring them into this world. Don't do that to somebody. Don't do that. Because you're just going to have broken, damaged kids growing up. I was on Facebook a few hours ago, right? The XJW community on Facebook. And someone said that they haven't spoken to their folks for 13, 14, 15 years, right? Over a decade. They haven't spoken to their family, their parents for over a decade. They have kids now. Their grandparents never even met their kids. The grandparents never met their grandkids, right? And I'm like, wow, over religion. You're shunning your kids over religion, right? If you're not going to love your child unconditionally, do not have kids. Is that plain and simple? It's that plain and simple, right? Now, my brother on the East Coast, he's an elder. My younger brother, he's an elder. He just had his baby several months ago, right? And I feel sorry for her already. You know why? Because they're going to have these high expectations for her. They're going to raise her in an excuse me. They're going to raise her in an organization, right? Excuse me. They're going to raise her in an organization. And 15, 20 years from now, should she decide to leave the organization, if she says, you know what, I don't want to be part of this, I don't believe in this anymore, my brother and his wife, they're going to shun her. They're going to shun her over religion. And it's sad how you're born and raised. You don't have that. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Your parents start bringing you to the kingdom halls when you're young. You don't know what's wrong, what's right. You can't decipher if this is a cult or the true religion. You don't know. At that age, as a kid, you don't know. Excuse me. So it's sad how people are raising their kids in this religion, just like I was born and raised, right? And they assume that, oh, my kid, my child, they're going to grow up, they're going to be elders, they're going to be pioneers, they're going to be in an organization forever. But that's not always the reality, right? And especially this day and age with the internet, whew, kids are waking up more than ever. Teenagers, people in their 20s are waking up. All thanks to the internet, right? And when a kid wakes up, once they wake up from the religion, their parents wash their hands and they say, you know what? You don't want to go this route? Have a nice life. And it's sad how parents can't they can't see that their kid could still be a good-hearted person. They could still be a good person, but just because they decide to leave the organization, that means you have to wipe your hands from your kids? So when I was a teenager, right, in a religion, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I was extremely shy. I was an introvert. I kept to myself for the most part, right? I didn't have a lot of friends in an organization growing up. And my mom knew this, right? And I love my mom. She's a great person, great parent. She was a single parent, she's a single mother of 3 boys. I know she meant well. Right? But in her mind, she knew I was lonely. She knew I was depressed. She knew I didn't have a lot of friends. But in her mind, she thought that because this is the true religion, I would be better off being by myself, right? Until I venture out to other congregations or the kingdom halls to try to make friends, or if I made friends in a new system, right? But either way, her mind, she felt like it was better for me to be lonely, depressed, and to myself, right? Inside the organization, instead of me finding friends outside the organization. I could have met friends in school. I could have met friends in school that had activities with them outside of school, right? I could have had a social life outside of the organization. But my mom, she thought it would be best. She thought it would be better for me to have no friends inside the organization. Me being a witness, having no friends, being depressed, being miserable, right? That was better to her. That was better than me having friends outside the organization. I could have had a social life outside the organization. But everyone who's not a witness is a wicked, evil person, right? So the cognitive dissonance, right? That goes a long way with parents. Because parents seem to justify their kids being miserable. Jehovah's Witnesses parents, they justify that stuff. They know it hurts. They know it hurts that when a kid walks away from the religion, the parent walks away from the kid. Of course, the parent knows that it hurts the kids, that they can't talk to their own parents. The parents know this, but their loyalty is with 9 men instead of their own blood. How can you neglect someone that you brought inside this earth? You brought into this earth, to this world. How can you neglect that? How can you say, the hell with you? I brought you inside this world. You my child. I'm supposed to love you unconditionally, but instead I love these 9 men more than I love you. I don't understand how any parent can do that. I don't understand how any parent can justify putting 9 men. Let's say, oh, I love Jehovah, I love God more than you. That has nothing to do with God, because a loving God obviously wouldn't approve of this, right? I don't even comprehend how a witness would think that a loving God would be looking down on him and clapping his hands and saying, "Good job, you shunned your child over me. Good job, I'm proud of you." I don't see how any witness, any parent can fathom that. I don't see how any parent can say, God is looking up at me and he's happy that I shun my child. Like I said, witnesses should not be having kids, because as of right now, we have so many adults in their 40s, 50s, 60s, so many adults that are broken. They're broken beyond despair because their parents chose a man-made organization instead of their own child. I'm currently being shunned myself, but it's only been a month, right? It's only been a month for me since I've been shunned. But I'm talking about people who've been shunned for years, for decades. My heart goes out to you guys. I just can't understand how a parent could do that to their own child. And then think that a loving God approves of that. They think that this is from God. I choose God over you. No, you choose 9 men. You choose 9 men over your own child. And those 9 men don't give a damn about you. That's the irony. Your kids care about you. Your kids will be there at your lowest point in your life. Your kids will be there at your funeral. These 9 men, you think the governing body is going to come out, fly out, and go to your funeral? They think they're going to be there for you if you're ever down and out, if you ever need money, if you ever need food, if you ever need support in any way. You think these 9 men are going to be there for you? But yet you're saying, fuck you, my kids. I'm listening to these 9 men. That's what you're saying as a Jehovah's Witness parent. So I don't comprehend how witnesses could choose 9 men that they're never going to meet You're choosing 9 men that they're never going to meet over their own flesh and blood, over their own kids. That's why I say that this is a satanic cult. It's a satanic cult because they're sacrificing their own blood. Your own blood over a man-made freaking cult. Make that make sense. But for all of us that's being shunned, I'm happy that we have each other. I'm happy that we have a support group on Facebook, Reddit, here on YouTube. Just know that you guys are not alone, right? And yeah, I'm done with this interview. But yeah, you guys are not alone. Just know that I care about you guys. I love you guys. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. We need to talk. But yeah, I can't wait for the day when this organization falls. I can't wait. It's taking too much from a lot of people. But just stay strong, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, all right?